Hello, greetings, this is Gilles Mancian. I thought I'd come and say hello, wish you a good day. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to pull out a few cards to offer a guidance for the day, or recall. For the highest wisdom for us today is surrender. It's about letting go, surrendering whatever we need to surrender. What do we need to surrender? Well, we know that already, so usually we do already know that. So the highest wisdom is to do that. What we need to understand is birth, how to be reborn into a new state, and every day is a new opportunity. The universe is helping to do that. What we need to do is the pathfinder. We need to find the guide that helps you navigate through the circumstances of our life, which will allow us to create that surrender. And the general message for us today is achievement. Is about achieving that step that we need to take, and so everything we will move on to. Every time we move on to something else, there's always something new that is coming. After that, I'm going to pull out a few cards to see for what the angel would align our chakras. For chakras are vertical, the energy centers aligned on the vertical axis, and the angels are the power to tune in. It's like they have a magical. They can tune in our chakras to align them. It's good to ask the angel, to work with the angels. They are divine beings of light, and they're always available. For at the roots there is the dream, or the dreams. So it is important to cultivate our dream, to know that the dreams are very important. They create the expansion in the universe. What comes in terms of the navel, the sacral chakra, the earth chakra, and here it is the revelation. So there is a great deal that will be revealed on the earth plane, about the earth plane. What's in terms of a higher our power center, the solar plexus, is hesitation. So it's about, it's okay to hesitate, but we do not want to hesitate too long. We want to make a decision and then act. Well, in terms of the heart, there is the destiny. It is fulfilling the destiny. It is like a stairway that will go all the way up to the light. And on our fifth chakra, which is a communication center, we are expressing the solution. We know the solution, for there is really no problem, but whatever solution there is, wisdom is the solution to all problem. And as we tune into that frequency, the natural wisdom will offer itself when we meet situation and we find ourselves to be more lucid. We accept that guidance system. What we see in front of our eyes is rewards. So it is the rewards, the big treasure chest, and so we see that already coming. And what's on the crown, on the top, what connects us to the higher plane is protection, for we are protected by our guides and angels. Our destiny is being protected by our guardian angel, who's also the guardians of destiny, they are called. And so we are being always protected. We're never, no matter what we may think or create in this world, in truth, we are always safe on the higher plane. Our true soul, who we are really, is always been safe, always will be safe. That can never be touched. It's just we can lose ourselves in time, but eventually time will always teach us, and we'll go back to return to the original to this original innocence and love and light that is our true nature. What's on the earth chakra, the root chakra, below the root chakra, the earth chakra is work. For work, it is the key that opens the doors, and so there is a great deal that can be fulfilled through work. And what we see above in our soul stars chakra is indulgence. So indulgence, it means to be indulgent, but not too much. We don't want to just. I have friends here who are like celebrating. So it's about being indulgent. It's okay to sip on some champagne. Saint Germain call it the ascended grapes, but not to overdo it, and to always be moderate in all things, in all ways. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wanted to come and so it is beyond there is all kinds of new energies that will be coming this summer with those new portals of light. Behind me is a celestial painting. It represents on the cosmos. The cosmos is around it, and then there is this cluster of world called Jerusalem at the center. It is a planet that's about 100 times bigger than the Earth, but the gravity is a bit less. Those are celestial worlds, the invisible worlds that were created, architectural sphere that were created at the dawn of creation, the planet made to order. So they're inhabited by spirit beings who are there to administer the many worlds. And so we see there are 619 worlds in part of our system. There will eventually be 1,000. Our planet is number 606. It is represented here. And so as we arrive, as we move beyond the realm of life, we move into the morantial aspect of reality, which is a transitional form of reality before we reach the spirit planes. And so we move to the seven mentioned worlds of the morantia world, and then eventually we move to the central planet, which is about 10 times bigger than the Earth, and each of the planets are about the same size as the Earth. And then we move into the angelic world, the super angelic worlds, the worlds of the Son, the worlds of the Spirit, the worlds of the Father, and finally the world of finaliters. And then we move into Jerusalem. Once we graduate, we move on to the next level in the peripheral planets of the constellation before we move to local universe, minor sector, major sector, and then super universe. And we are launched through the central universe, and then we eventually emerge as a divine eternal beings on paradise. So that was part of our process, our long time. It's a long process of ascension, but it is as soon as we start believing in eternal life, we are engaged in this process of ascension. When I finish with the song, it's a beautiful song. I'm trying to sing it. Okay, I haven't had time to sing too much about music, but this one is it talks about something really essential: silence. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seed while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walk alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, 'neath the halo of a street lamp, I turn my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, and no one dare disturb the sound of silence. Fool, said I, you do not know, silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you, take my arms that I might reach you, but my words like silence raindrop fell, and echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made, and the sign flashed out its warning in the words that it was for me. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on a subway wall and tenement hall, and whispered in the sound of silence. Well, I thank you very much. This is absolutely essential to understand that each and every day we have to find a little place to create this silence, to move into this silence. Silence is really where all things will be discovered when it comes to awakening. That's what meditation is about, making the mind silent. So it is important to sometimes to breathe and let our mind be clear of thoughts, of reasoning, and so to work with this silence, for it will become ever more essential in our path of evolution. I hope this message was interesting for you. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Namaste.